Hey everybody, Mark from Big Apple Hockey here, and I'm not exactly 100% camera ready. I'm getting ready for work right now, but I gotta share some thoughts on the Alexis Lafreniere scratching because I can't help but ask this question: what's the point? It doesn't make any sense because if you're just trying to light a fire under him to get him to try harder, as soon as he's back in the lineup, he'll be back on what, the third line and playing maybe 13, maybe 14 minutes a game, no power play time, no chance to really pad his stats, but where any player can always pad their stats and get the mega bucks that they're looking for. But this is actually just ridiculous, and it really is. And I can't help but still just wonder, what if he does everything right? If Alexis Lafreniere does everything right for that Gerard Gallant wants him to do, all that means is that he gets his role back. He's not going to play top six. He's not going to fucking get a power play one time over a Vinny Trocheck or a Tammy Panarin or Mika Zibanejad. It's a joke. This is all a joke. And for Sammy Blais, I know we want to hear. I got all of the conversations. Oh, it's not about Sammy Blais. Guess what? Sammy Blais is part of it. Because if you put a mannequin out there, he'll be more productive than Sammy Blais. This is how the Rangers are wasting Kakko and Lafreniere. I wrote about it a month ago with their ice time and their usage. And instead, New York fans, most of us, will just look over and go, well, they got to try harder and earn their time. They were never given opportunities. Kakko had 13 points on the power play in his first 2 months as a New York Ranger. Since then, barely any. Why? Because the Rangers' first unit spends 90 seconds every power play out there. Lafreniere was sixth on the Rangers in points last month. So why isn't Filipino getting scratched? Why is Barclay Goodrow getting promoted? Why is Jimmy Vesey getting over 15 minutes of ice time 8 times last month? 8 times for Jimmy Vesey. This isn't 2017. We already know he's not that good. But no, please, get Alexis Lafreniere off the team. And for all the people that are just saying, well, he's gotta try harder. Guess what? Kid's trying to play. He doesn't know what his role is going to be on a given basis. Is he supposed to be the shooter on the top line? Is he supposed to be a possession guy? Is he supposed to be the guy going to the front of the net? What is his role? Can someone explain it? Because Gerard Gallant sure as hell doesn't know. I really, he's a good kid. I'm just trying to win some hockey games. Like that lame excuse for Dryden Hunt. Dryden Hunt playing Game 6 over Capo Kakko. This is what we got. Even if it works tonight, even if the Rangers win, this is a terrible decision. Lafreniere comes back, scores a goal in his first shift. What happens then? He's not playing power play 1. He's not playing more minutes than a journeyman winger that was signed to a PTO. What do you got? What happens? He goes back to the third line, the kid line. It's a great story for their fans. But you know what? For a player watching his competitors get paid millions of dollars while he's still on an ELC, not knowing what his contract is going to be again next year. But that's right, because I'm not allowed to talk about that, because nobody should ever worry about where their next paycheck is coming from, right? He's just supposed to make millions of dollars. We're just going to hand it over to him. Because if I'm the Rangers, I'm going to look at him and go, why would I pay you more than what I'm paying you right now? Not doing anything. They're wasting his talent. Absolutely wasting his talent. And this rant has gone on for about 5 minutes, but it's a joke. This whole situation. And if you think I'm wrong, if you think there's a light at the end of this tunnel where Alexis Lafreniere comes back and blows away the New York Rangers in the next game he plays, you're living a pipe dream. That's simple. You are living a pipe dream. Because the opportunity isn't there for him when he gets back. And that's exactly what any of us would want. We would want opportunity. Well, I mean, simply put, it's the Rangers are going to be moving on from him. And I hope I'm wrong. But there's no way this kid can salvage his career in New York right now. And that's what we're left with. Don't give me the light of fire under his ass. Don't give me that Sammy Blais was a mannequin is better than Sammy Blais right now. Sammy Blais is tied in goals scored with me, and I'm not in the NHL. But this is a great move by Gerard Gallant. This is an excellent move. David Quinn is actually questioning this move. That's how bad that move is. And we've talked about it on Big Apple Hockey. I'd love to do more intercutting with you on this. But instead, it's hard to believe this decision was made. And it's hard to believe that there's so many people behind the decision. Really? Is he going to have to watch Colin Blackwell get second line minutes? They got to play these kids. He's the same kid that had 2 goals and 7 assists in the playoffs. Please tell me that Sammy Blais is a better option. And don't give me that it's not about him. Because he could have played Lafreniere on the 4th line. No. Lafreniere, if he practices hard, if he comes back with a great attitude, if he does everything Gerard Gallant asked, there is still no future for him currently built in with the New York Rangers. They're the ones that need to change more than Alexis Lafreniere does. Unbelievable. I'll try to get a 60-minute, sorry, not a 60-minute, because I'm actually so still in disbelief about this. I'll try to get a 60-second recap tonight. Maybe there'll be a final buzzer with John Falkowski after the game, and you can talk about it with him afterwards. But this is an absolute joke. And the New York Rangers are wasting a top overall draft pick. And now trade rumors are starting to come out. Good job. This is an excellent job from Gerard Gallant straight up to Chris Drury. Because how do you scratch this kid? And yes, his play hasn't been impressive. Maybe give him a role. How about that one? Tell him to do one thing. Focus on one shift. Instead, he's walking on eggshells. This isn't development. And Hito and Kakko are next. Kratzov's already there. And he's actually been given some shots with the top line. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. But it ain't going to happen. Anyway, watch this week's episode where we actually talked about this ahead of time on how Lafreniere and Kakko have not been given chances. 8 times Jimmy Vesey's played over 15 minutes. Anyway, thank you, everybody. And we'll see how the game's going to go tonight.